Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve
Everyone, please raise your hand. Everyone, for the Lord. Don't be shy. It's for the glories of the Lord. Chant loudly as much as we can. Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Rama Rama! Hare Hare!
So we're anyone else here for the very first time? Second time? Yes, please tell us your names.
My name is Lakira. I go by Kira for short, like Kira. And it's my second time here, and I'm happy to be here. So thank you.
Thank you, Lakira, coming for the second time. Welcome home, welcome home. Someone else, second time? Sandeep? Sneha. Sandeep, Sneha, and the family are here for the second time. I request you to go closer, because what happens is that as the program goes on, the back of the temple room gets more and more crowded. Can you move up a little bit more? Okay, perfect. So we're grateful that you're here, online and in person. Maharaj has dedicated his life to this mission that Srila Prabhupada had brought over to the United States. He has gone to many, many difficult countries where there is absolutely or almost no presence of Krishna. And he has opened up many, many countries where hundreds, if not thousands of people are now taking up the practice of bhakti. And this happens because Maharaj carries this deep flame of bhakti in his heart. Wherever he goes, he's inspiring people. And we're very fortunate that he's here with us today. And I'm going to request you, who here does not have a cell phone? Thank you. So if you have one of those devices, if you could kindly please put it on silent. And if you have any little kids, you can see if there's a mute button to them as well, so that we can actually have some undivided attention given during this class. His Holiness Devamrita Swami Maharaj ki. Just three more things. He's also the GBC, the governing body for Atlanta and many other temples and states in the United States, which means he is the ultimate spiritual and managing authority of Iskcon in the States. And that is a very big service because there's always so many issues come up and he's always there giving a very compassionate and loving kind attention to these issues. And he is a traveling Diksha Guru. Diksha Guru, some of you are familiar, some of you are not. That means that he is officially accepting disciples all over the world to guide them in their spiritual journey back to Godhead. He is representing Srila Prabhupada. So, are we clear? Just wanted to make sure you understand those technicalities because some of you, will want to get initiated and are already aspiring from him. So you have to understand how the system works within us. So let's welcome Maharaj again.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Today is a wonderful day for starting to meditate on Sri Krishna janma-astami, the appearance day of the Lord Sri Krishna. We can prepare ourselves by thinking and meditating upon how inconceivable it is that Krishna appears in this world. It's so inconceivable that many become bewildered. What is going on? Is this really the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Can Krishna really appear in this world? Why should he appear in this world? We can first turn to the prayers by Queen Kunti Devi in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. She describes how Krishna's appearance is very confusing for so many persons. First of all, he seems to just perform the activities of an ordinary human being. Although he does those so-called ordinary activities in such an inconceivable way, still his Nara-lila, his human-like pastimes, can bewilder you. Not only that, but he seems to be partial to some. He seems to favor some and act inimically to others. And look at all the different forms that the Supreme Personality of Godhead takes when he comes to this world. He can take the form of an animal like Lord Varahadev, the boar, Keshavadrita Sukara Rupa Jai Jagadisha. He can take the form of a sage, Narayan Rishi. He can take the form of a fish, Matsya Avatar. So Queen Kunti Devi says this is all confusing for some persons. Furthermore, Krishna is unborn. How is it that the unborn can take birth? It's a paradox. Not only there is that paradox of the unborn taking birth, but also, why is Krishna so active? When from one point of view, he's the ultimate inactive person. Inactive in that he has nothing to achieve, nothing he needs. He's totally self-sufficient. So then why, if someone is totally self-sufficient and has no need to do anything, why does he do something? So the list of paradoxes goes on and on. And then Kunti Devi starts to wonder about the Damodar Leela. When Kartik month comes, we celebrate that Leela especially. Krishna apparently becomes the plaything in the hands of Mother Yashoda, who binds him with a rope. So Kunti Devi is wondering, how can this be? Fear itself is afraid of Krishna, yet Krishna is showing that he's afraid of Mother Yashoda's stick. What's going on here? And then about his appearance, his descent into this world. Avatar means that which comes down. Of course, the word avatar has been misappropriated for so many video games. But the precise meaning of avatar The Sanskrit word is that which comes down, just like an elevator coming down from the top floor to the ground floor. So Kunti Devi is saying that, what's the reason for your appearance? We accept that the Supreme Personality of Godhead can come, can appear in this world, but what's the reason? And she goes down a list, a checklist. Well, some say he comes because of his desire to glorify the pious kings, because the welfare of humanity depends on good government. Good government means a government that knows what it's doing and who it's doing it for. A good government understands that the human beings are spirit souls with a special mission in life due to the advanced human consciousness. So a good government facilitates the path of enlightenment for the human beings. So therefore, the heads of state are most important. They're supposed to know what they're doing, unlike today. So Kunti Devi says, some say that you come to glorify the competent, pious executive heads of state. Just like Yudhisthira Maharaj, who's known as Punya Shloka. He's glorified by pious verses composed and spoken in his glorification. Others say, she continues, others say that because Lord Brahma called for you. When there is a problem in the universe, that if the demigods, the devatas can't solve it, they approach Lord Brahma. If Lord Brahma can't solve it, he goes to the Chirodaka, to the ocean of milk, and there he appeals from the core of his heart for the incarnation of the Supreme Lord to come. Now, in the case of Krishna and his apparent janma, his apparent birth or appearance, that's not actually the appearance of an avatar. When Krishna comes, that is the avatari, the source of all the avatars. What else does Kunti point out? Could be possible reasons for the appearance of Lord Krishna. What about Vasudeva and Devaki? He became their son. Maybe it's because of their prayers, their desires in their previous appearance as Sutapa and Prishni. They performed austerities to have the Supreme Personality of Godhead as their son. And now that desire is being fulfilled in their lifetime as Vasudeva and Devaki. So some say that's the reason. And then Queen Kunti says, could it be that the reason for Krishna's appearance is to revive the process of hearing and chanting about Krishna so that the devotees can break free from the cycle of repeated birth and death? So the acharyas point out that's the real reason. Krishna is creating content. It is said in the internet industry that content is king. Krishna is the ultimate content creator. He knows how to act in such a way as to capture your attention, so much so that you lose your attraction for material existence. The acharyas point out this is the real reason for Krishna's appearance. Other reasons, they're valid, but the key reason is this. bhavesmin klishyamananam avidya karma bhi. We're attached to kama, to material desire, because of avidya, because of ignorance. And that material desire, the kama, next leads to karma, material activities. The ultimate source of this illusion is avidya, ignorance. So Kunti Devi says, you've come to revive the process of hearing and chanting so that devotees can break free from this chain of ignorance, material desire, and material activities. If we look at the end of the 9th canto, I wonder how many of you have studied chapter 24, the last chapter of the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is the prelude to the 10th canto, which, as you know, is Krishna's smiling face. So in the last verses of the last chapter of the 9th canto, you get another insight into why Krishna comes. Shukadeva Goswami explains that appearance of Krishna and its causes into 2 departments. Number 1, how Krishna's coming into this world benefits those who are present at the time he comes, and also how his coming to this world benefits the devotees in the future. A prime example about how Krishna benefits those in his time frame, so to speak. Although Krishna is beyond time, in fact, as he says in Bhagavad Gita, Kalosmi, I am time. Time is his manifestation. But those who are present when Krishna is present to ordinary vision, they obviously benefit, even though many of them don't understand what they're looking at. They don't understand that they're looking at the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan. Many think he's just a devata, demigod. Many others think he's the most powerful person on the planet, like the greatest athlete. Very few understand he is Swayam Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But still, everyone who interacts with Krishna during his presence for ordinary vision, everyone benefits incalculably. Even the demons, even the asuras benefit, if they are killed personally by Krishna. This shows how Krishna is impartial. No matter how you come in contact with Krishna, you benefit, even if it means your life is terminated. So who here can be so impartial and so beneficial to anyone and everyone that even if they come before you and you cut off their head, still they have benefited incalculably? Only Krishna can do that. And how do the demons benefit in a way that can't be estimated? By their being terminated by Krishna, they are freed from the cycle of repeated birth and death. They're liberated. So whatever Krishna does, and however someone comes in contact with Krishna, they can only benefit. Just like the sun is shining, everyone can benefit from the sunshine. But if you put on sunglasses and cover yourself with a big hat so the sun doesn't touch you, that's not the fault of the sun. The sun is shining for everyone. But you have restricted yourself from receiving the benefit of the sun. But that's not the sun's fault. So Krishna spreads his radiance everywhere, just like the sun. And whoever allows themselves to be touched by the Krishna sun, the rays from the Krishna sun, everyone benefits. Even if you're such a ferocious, extraordinary demon that Krishna has to kill you, still you benefit extraordinarily. So Shukadeva Goswami, at the end of the ninth canto, points out that those who were present during the time of Krishna's appearance, they get mercy. But also, number two, the second category, those who will take birth in the age of Kali, that means us, will also be benefited by Krishna's appearance 5,000 years ago. How is that? By Krishna's pastimes, his Leela, he creates content for us to think about, even in the middle of Kali Yuga. And by thinking about and remembering Krishna's pastimes, we no longer see repeated birth and death. So Krishna is merciful to everyone throughout all three phases of time, past, present, and future. He acts in such a way that even someone in the dense darkness of Kali Yuga, this present distorted age, even such a person, by hearing about Krishna's activities, can attain the supreme destination. So we've been discussing how Krishna's birth is perplexing, because Krishna is unborn. Of course, you are also unborn. Although you like your birthday celebrated, you are unborn. As Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, Ajo Nicham Shashrata Yam Purana. You're unborn, no beginning, no end. That is the nature of the spirit soul. But because we're identifying with the body as a self, we've forgotten our spiritual identity, which is indestructible. I've been explaining in programs the past few days about how actually everyone longs for immortality. How is that? You long for enjoyment and happiness that goes on and on and on. That means you're longing for immortality. Specifically, you're longing to be indestructible, which is impossible for you to have in material existence. But we're so foolish, we look for indestructibility and unstoppable happiness and satisfaction. We look for that on the material plane because we are actually spirit soul. It is the nature of the spirit soul to be absorbed in eternality, full knowledge, and full bliss. But we have made the mistake of seeking to express that desire for indestructibility through the material world. That is our mistake. The right goal, but we're going about it completely the wrong way. So you can just see yourself how you would love to have happiness that doesn't have an interruption. Maybe you tell yourself that I don't mind an interruption or an end to my happiness as long as I can be happy for a long time. But you'll notice the way this world is constructed, the way the body is constructed, there's always interruption, impediments, blockages, and they come too soon. So we need to learn how to express our spiritual urges properly. By expressing them through the material energy, we simply meet frustration. As Queen Kunti says, Bhavesmin Pushamananam Avijja Kama Karmadi. We exhaust ourselves searching for unbreakable, unstoppable happiness and satisfaction on the material level. So how can Krishna's appearance in this world, his so-called birth, janma-astami, how can that help us? You are all practical persons. You're working, you have businesses, you have homes. You're invested in the material world. How can Krishna's janma-astami help you? What does Krishna say in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita? Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tatvata. If you, Krishna says, can understand the mystery of his janma, how the unborn takes birth, and the mystery of his karma, the activities of someone who has nothing to achieve, nothing to do, and there is no karmic reaction for whatever Krishna does. If you can understand that in truth, evam yo veti tattvata, if you can understand the divine nature of Krishna's janma and his karma, then chakra deham panarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. Krishna speaking to Arjuna, upon your giving up the present body, you won't take another body, mameti, you'll go to Krishna. So real spirituality, real religion means to know what it's all about, to go to Krishna. That means you understand Krishna's name, form, qualities, activities. You understand his abode. You understand how he's all-pervading also. All those things are known to you. That's knowing Krishna in truth. Many can say, oh, I believe in God. But when we ask you, give us a full explanation of what is God, very little can be said. God is the creator. God is the maintainer. God is the destroyer. But when you read Srimad Bhagavatam, the greatest science of the Supreme, you find out that creation, maintenance, and destroying are so subordinate activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that he delegates those activities to expansions of expansions of expansions of himself. Krishna is not directly the creator. He's not directly the maintainer. He's not directly the destroyer. He has his planetary expansions and portions of planetary portions. They take care of all that. What does Krishna simply do? He simply enjoys. As I've often explained, Krishna always carries a flute. Why? To show that he is all play and no work. That's in case you wonder, why does Krishna carry a flute? He's always carefree. But we are so cold-hearted. We want to make the Supreme Personality of Godhead work. What are you going to create? What are you going to maintain? What are you going to destroy? We go to work. Why don't you go to work? In other words, we're envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore we think, oh, hearing about what Krishna does is mythological. His pastimes, his lila, it's interesting to hear, but it can't be true. But our foolish endeavors to enjoy the material world, well, that is very truthful. That is reality. So as janma-astami, Sri Krishna janma-astami approaches, we can start to deepen our thoughts about Krishna's coming to this world. As you know, sometimes people say, why should God come? Why not? You're here. If I ask, why should you come to this world? You won't know what to say. But you do know that God shouldn't come. I'm here, I don't know why I'm here, but God shouldn't come here. Or I should pray to God while I'm here that He should give me all the money and all the happiness that I want. Even though I don't know why I'm here. I don't know where I'll go after I leave here, but please God, give me everything. You know the mantra, the prayer. Oh God, give me Lakshmi, 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 and a house by the sea. Jai Jagadishari. Right? Sri Krishna Janma-astami is a chance to think more about Krishna and how Krishna connects with you, relates to you. He's coming to show His pastimes, His Leela, to capture your attention. So Shukadeva Goswami points this out at the end of the 9th canto. Krishna knows Kali Yuga is coming. Krishna appeared right at the end of the Dwapara Yuga, and the next Yuga is Kali Yuga. So Krishna knows people in Kali Yuga will be so unfortunate, so bewildered. They have no idea of what is real human progress. They're destroying themselves, they're destroying their environment, they're torturing one another psychologically, economically, politically. But if they pay attention to my pastimes, Krishna is telling us, they can cross over all the miseries of Kali Yuga. Hearing about Krishna is like being in the boat that can cross the fiercest ocean. So you may recall from the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and I hope everyone in this room, or almost everyone in this room, has a full set of Srimad Bhagavatam in their home. Anyone who doesn't? Can you raise your hand? You don't have a full set of Srimad Bhagavatam? 1, 2, 3. Do something about that before Sri Krishna Janma-astami. By acquiring a full set of Srimad Bhagavatam, you have Krishna in your home as the literary incarnation. It'll make such a difference for your household. So in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Goswami asserts to Maharaj Parikshit that in this dense darkness of the age of Kali, there's only one good thing. Now you can try to think of so many good things about this present day and age. What would you say? Tell me a good thing, a material good thing, something you think is good. PlayStation? Technology. What technology in particular? Cell phone. You couldn't live without it, right? It makes you so happy, right? Always, even when you're walking down the street. What would you do if your mother took your cell phone away? You would try to run away. But then you think, I can't run away because I don't have my phone. Don't you understand? So many people are pointing out today how this technology has actually been it's been a negative, not a positive. People are so lonely because they're associating through social media. Do you do that? You have your friends on social media? Yes. People think that these social media connections are real relationships that provide the substance and depth of personal communication, when actually they don't. And people are becoming more lonely than ever, even though there's the technology, even though there's the social media. How many of you remember at the dawn of the social media 20 years ago? What were the promises? It'll help democracy. Everyone can express their opinion. It'll bring people together more because they can easily connect to one another. Does any of that happen? No. People are becoming more crazy than ever. And they think, because I'm on social media, I have so many friends. This is the nature of the age of Kali, the age of darkness. What you think is progress is actually killing you. So what do you think? What did children do your age before there were cell phones? How could they live? They had their friends nearby. So they managed to survive. You can go through every so-called innovation in the age of Kali and always find a downside. It always, as Prahlad Maharaj says, the solution is worse than the problem. So anyway, we're talking about Srimati Goswami presenting to Maharaj Prithvi that Asti Hiko Mahanguna. There's only one good thing in the age of Kali. If you're looking for something else that's good, you're an illusion. What is that only one good thing? Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Parambhajana. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna, you can solve all your problems. You can cross over the ocean of repeated birth and death. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna. That's the only good thing. But we are determined we're going to find something else, right? And that is our foolishness. So as Sri Krishna janma-astami approaches, let us try to understand the glories of Krishna's appearance. Let's go beyond just a tradition that's been handed down to us by the grandparents. Let's try to understand the science of Krishna. Evam yoveti tattvata. Let's try to understand the tattva. The scientific truth that's so enthralled, so fascinated Queen Kunti Devi, and she's Krishna's aunt. Krishna touches her feet. But she's thinking, who really is this person? In the role of my nephew, but he's a supreme personality of Godhead. Why is he here? Why does he come? Some say this, some say that. But remember what she settled upon as the real reason, the real principle for Krishna's appearance. That is to revive the process of hearing and chanting about Krishna so that we can cross over the ocean of the material struggle. Krishna is giving you content. He's giving you the Krishna media. So Sri Krishna janma-astami is a chance for us to increase our attachment for hearing about Krishna, engaging in Krishna's service. This temple is a place for hearing and talking about Krishna, singing about Krishna, dancing about Krishna, taking food that's been offered to Krishna, everything Krishna-centric. So as janma-astami approaches, let's try to go deeper into our understanding of Krishna. Make a vow to do that. and your life will become successful. Hare Krishna. Are there any questions?
Don't be shy. Maharaj will not be coming back until spring of 2024, so ask your questions now.
Yeah.
So, isn't Krishna supposed to be an avatar of Vishnu?
That is a common misunderstanding, which can be cleared up just by a careful reading of Bhagavad Gita. You've read Bhagavad Gita? Remember the verse, Matta Parantaram Nanya Kinchit Asti Dhananjaya. Oh, Dhananjaya, Arjuna, there's nothing beyond me. Everything rests upon me, as pearls are strung on a thread. When Krishna says nothing beyond him, that means not Brahman, not Narayan, not Vishnu, nothing is beyond Krishna. So Vishnu is an expansion of an expansion of an expansion of Krishna for the purpose of maintaining the material world. But we may think, oh, Vishnu is the ultimate because Vishnu is doing work that we can identify with. He's creating, he's maintaining. Whereas Krishna, how can he be the ultimate? He just plays a flute with the most beautiful women and plays with the most wonderful boyfriends, cowherd boys. We like to reverse everything. Still, if you call Krishna Vishnu, if you say Vishnu is the ultimate, it's not the worst thing you can do. Because Krishna contains Vishnu. But if you want a more precise understanding, you should know, as Krishna himself explains in Bhagavad Gita, Swayam Bhagavan, Krishna, the original personality of God, is the ultimate. Nothing beyond Krishna. His two-handed form, that is the ultimate. Lord Brahma gives the example that you light one candle, and with that lit candle, you can light so many other candles. All the candles are equal in power. But still there's the original candle. Govindam Adi Purusham Dhammam Bhajami. Adi Purusha, the original. Okay? Very good question. So now you'll chant Hare Krishna? Okay. Anything else?
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Did any of you here know that Maharaj has authored several books? Raise your hand if you know the author of several books. Raise your hand if you didn't know the author of several books. Okay, fantastic. So Shastrakrit Prabhu is a full-time Grihastha book distributor. He goes out and distributes books, and now he is training the brahmacharis here in Atlanta to distribute books.
Haribo!
So the Prabhupada said that book distribution is our family business. So Shastrakrit Prabhu is making sure the family business is being run properly. Are the books here? Maharaj's books? And Maharaj mentioned that for Krishna janma-astami you must have a case of Srimad Bhagavatam in your house. Who does not have a Srimad Bhagavatam, raise your hand. So you're ready to buy Srimad Bhagavatam today? Shastrakrit Prabhu has how many? He just got 5 sets for janma-astami. And you can pay it in installments. Who doesn't have Srimad Bhagavatam? Raise your hand. Who is shy? Vinodji, you need a case of Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaj will sign it for you. Okay, you have it. Anyone else that doesn't have a set of Srimad Bhagavatam? Are you being shy? Okay. So Maharaj is here. This book, Hiding an Unnatural Happiness, is being sold all over the world now, that I'm told. And more than 500,000 or 1 million copies.
600,000.
We are at 600,000 copies being sold. And because this book is in serious need, if you have a friend who is American, you live in this country, you want to know how to present your culture to them, you read this book, you will get all the pointers, everything you need to know in a small read on how to talk to your friends who are native in this country. So who does not have the book in your house? So everyone has the book in their house? Who would like to have the book in your house? Iskcon Maharaj will sign it. Anyone else needs the book? What's the donation? Shastakrit Guru says free. There is no maximum and minimum is?
Well, all the donation goes to spreading Krishna consciousness. Maharaj is spreading Krishna
Okay,
consciousness.
so donation goes back to spreading Krishna consciousness.
So give generously.
So give generously, Shastakrit Guru said. Okay, please come. Anyone else who would like a copy of the book, please come. You have to get it. You need a pen. Anyone else for the books, if you don't have one? What if they don't have money, Shastakrit Guru? Can they get one?
Yeah, they can sell me or tap.
If you don't have money, you can sell it. Anyone else would like a copy of the book? I'd like to request Vikrant Dalwale to please come with your family to do the arati. Okay? So if we can all now face their lordships, Maharaj is going to step out for a minute and then he will join us again after for a kirtan. We'll do mini arati and announcements for our Sunday feast. Together, as you know, clapping in front of Krishna or chanting Janma mantra will help to create spiritual destiny. And the occasion that the whole family is here for is to celebrate the 16th birthday of Vikrant Dalwal. So it's a very important day that he gets to celebrate it in front of Krishna and their lordships and all the Vaishnavas. So we're going to sing happy birthday to Vikrant. Are you ready? What is his name? I just wanted to check, make sure. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vikrant. Happy birthday to you. Please worship him. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, So, Vikrant is celebrating his 50th, and his wife, Purna Nandini, they're here because they're seeking your prayers and your blessings to celebrate his 50th year on this planet in this physical costume. So if we can pray to their lordships. You want the blessings, any special prayers? What would you like?
Just want everybody to be happy, peaceful, prosperous, and everybody to spend their long life in service of Krishna.
Very nice. I like the way it ended. Happily serving Krishna. Raise both your hands and we're going to pray to their lordships. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai, Jagannath Baladev, Subhadra Devi and Radha Madan Mohan together. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Just a few more quick reminders. We have Shri Krishna janma-astami Maha Mahotsav ki. Couldn't hear you, I think it's my old age. Shri Krishna janma-astami Maha Mahotsav ki. So we're celebrating the appearance day of Krishna right there. And Maharaj very beautifully explained the significance of Shri Krishna janma-astami. And I'm here to let you know that there is so many different opportunities that you have to participate in Shri Krishna janma-astami. So if you pay attention, then you'll get the full scoop. Who's ready for the full scoop? Okay, that's at least 5%. So we'll give you the full scoop. The program on Shri Krishna janma-astami will start at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. It is one of those days where Krishna is so happy to see you so early in the morning. Of all all the aratis that happen throughout the day. There is 5 aratis that we do every single day. And we feed Krishna 5 times freshly cooked meals. Not just once a week, every single day. So on the janma-astami day, Krishna is given extra sweets. And guess what happens when you take a lot of sweets? You're very happy. Whenever you're unhappy, what do? You eat ice cream. You have cake. But Krishna is always happy. So in the morning, we make a bigger feast and we offer him so many different sweets. So when you come from Mangalarti, he's so excited and so happy to see you. So this is why we start our day at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. And we request you to all join us for Mangalarti. It is the most auspicious Arati that you can ever attend. And I can guarantee you that once you attend this Mangalarti, you'll feel a special mercy from Krishna. Because he's just so happy to see you on his birthday. Just like you are happy to see when people come and see you on your birthday. So, program starts at 4:30, and this temple room gets really, really full with everyone. Everybody comes for Mangalarti. If you don't attend any arati in your life, just attend this one Mangalarti on Sri Krishna Janma-astami. It will give you the benefit of attending all Mangalartis. That's why at least once a year you must not miss, no matter what it takes. If you need to sleep outside in your car, sleep outside in your car and come for Mangalarti. So who would like to come for Mangalarti? Raise your hand. Who's thinking about it? Okay, great. So please come for Mangalarti. We'll have a blast together. And then a whole day from 4:30 a.m. till 12 midnight, we have so many different events and programs that are going on all throughout the day. There will be kirtans that are going on in the temple room. There will be aratis that you can personally come with your family and friends from work to come and offer Krishna. So there will be prasadam being served all throughout the day. For those of you who are able to fast, please fast till midnight. And if you cannot, please have a feast and we'll provide you the feast. Just come to celebrate Sri Krishna Janma-astami. So 4:30 a.m. till midnight. The highlights are the 4:30 a.m. Mangalarati, and there will be cultural programs on the stage that will happen at 6 p.m. There will be beautiful dress competitions, kirtans, followed by an abhishek, where everyone will personally get to bathe Krishna. This is not something that you get to do every day. This is a privilege that is given once a year to each and every one of you. So please don't forget, everyone is going to be celebrating Janma-astami in their own planets. And here in Atlanta, Iskcon temple is known for the biggest Janma-astami festivals, so you do not want to miss out. So this year we have this beautiful kalashes. Can we see what it looks like? He forgets every week and I have to remind him because he's too much in ecstasy.
New one is coming. I sent you the picture, new one in the phone.
No, we don't need pictures. We need the real substance. We want to see the real deal. So you'll get these golden kalashes and they get filled with Panchamrita and you get to bathe Krishna personally on his birthday. So this is something that happens every year and we start the Abhishek at 9:30. 9:30 p.m. we start the Abhishek and 11:30 we are finished with the Abhishek and we get ready for Krishna's appearance at midnight with a big midnight arati. So, this is what it looks like. And you're going to get an updated version of this. It's coming from Vrindavan. Because the shipment hasn't fully arrived, so I'm giving you a sample one. In the sample, there's an upgrade. So there's there's kalashas that are coming from Vrindavan. that are extremely beautiful, and it will always remind you of Vrindavan. And we have 151 this year. And somehow Krishna arranges whatever number of kalashas we get, devotees come. Sometimes you won't believe, the people that come to do the Abhishek, I have never seen them in my life. And I wonder who these people are. And I was told when I was young, the demigods, they come on Sri Krishna janma-astami to participate in the Abhishek. They get exceptions on Janma-astami day. So you'll be in line with the demigods, looking like Atlanta residents, waiting in line behind you to bathe Krishna. So 70 is already done. We are at 70. So we have another 70 to go. So, who would like to join us? Who is not on this board? Who does not have their name on this board? Who would like to join us on this board? It's $351, and you get to keep the kalash, and you get to keep Krishna's mercy on your head to last you a whole year. How cool is that? And the mercy never expires. Krishna's mercy doesn't expire. So anyone else for Sri Krishna janma-astami Abhishek? And you can do it in installments, you can do it as a team, you can do it as a family, you can do it as friends, any way you want. Whose names are already on the list? Raise your hand if you're already bathing Krishna. Really? That's it? So, only 20%. Okay, anyone else would like to join? Temple decoration.
Narayan and Vamshi.
Narayan and Vamsi, Abhishek. Let's give them a big Haribol. I want to share something else with you. It's a top secret. You can only hear this secret in this temple room. When you glorify anyone's good qualities, you get all of their good qualities. Did you know that? Yes. So when it's time to glorify someone for serving Krishna, what do we say? The louder you say it, the more you get all their good qualities. You got to open your heart, and Haribol opens up your heart. If you don't open your heart, you won't get the good qualities. So, Narayan and Vamsi. Thank you. And we have for temple decorations. Temple decorations is how much? Altar decoration or temple decoration? Temple decoration, 1001. Prabhuji, are you doing it alone? Mataji is also there with you. These two devotees are incredible because they always find ways to engage in service. So Radha Vinod Prabhu and Mataji, $1,000 for altar decoration. Haribol! You want all of his good qualities, both their good qualities? Thank you. Anyone else for anything?
For Abhishek.
Abhishek. Vikrant Prabhu with his family will do Abhishek. Let's give him. Vikrant has many good qualities. Don't forget. Anyone else? For Sri Krishna janma-astami Abhishek? Haribol Prabhu. You have to remind me. In my old age, I keep forgetting. Yes, I didn't want to speculate. Anthony Prabhu. Anthony Prabhu is a very sweet, silent Vaishnava. He comes in the temple, he does his programs, and then he leaves. Not before he finishes his service. And a unique service that he has in this temple is that every week he comes and he cleans and cuts all the grass and mows the lawn and does the edging and all of that. silent Vaishnavas. They peacefully do their seva and they leave without any recognition. So I'm sorry you couldn't get away without any recognition because I recognize you. Every week I see you such diligently making sure that Krishna's yard is so nicely taken care of. Thank you, Anand. Thank you. Anyone else for the Abhishek? Okay. We will not take any more time. And then we also have, I just want to let you know, this is not a sale pitch. Every year, janma-astami, when you want to come and bathe Krishna at the last minute, the kalashes are gone. So please make sure that you put your name on the board. We need support with stage, tents, and chairs. We set up a big tent outside. So if you feel like you want to get involved with sponsoring anything, please come and see Shweta Prabhu, or you can come and see me. Anybody wants to sponsor anything else? And we have midnight arati. Front row, second row, and third row. You're also welcome to see Shweta Prabhu. So there is one person named Vignesh. Are you here? He is not here. Vignesh Gunda. He sponsored $1,600 for the front row arati on janma-astami day. Let's give him a big. Ramesh Patel, $1,200 for all day prasadam, because we'll be throwing a feast all day long. Gauranga Shilpa Sudevi and his whole family. They're also sponsored $1,001 for all day prasadam. Yoga Soul Bhakti Center. From, yes. There was this yogi named Cindy. She has a beautiful Bhakti Center. Bhakti Center meaning a spiritual center in Nashville, for those of you who have any friends in Nashville. She does beautiful programs. Kirtan, studying of the Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Coming up with a nice community. Cindy and Steve, they were here today. We had a nice meeting about doing more Krishna conscious outreach in Nashville. So they sponsored a kalash. They will be here for janma-astami. Let's give them a big haribol. Maybe they're watching. Premananda and Sumana Goswami and family. Abhishek, let's give them a big haribol as well. Subir Kumar Basu. Madhavi Manjari. Anil Kota. Srinivas Tad Prabhu. You made so much spiritual advancement today, glorifying so many Vaishnavas. Just want to also give you a few dates. You could pencil in your calendars. August 27th is the Julan Yatra, where Krishna will be put in a swing and we get to swing Krishna in the morning and evening. 8 a.m. in the morning, 7 p.m. in the evening. That will be every day, starting 27th of August, and it will go on till the 30th. On the 30th, we will celebrate Balaram Jayanti, the appearance day of Lord Balaram. Balaram Jayanti Maha Mahotsav Ki. And then September 6th, Sri Krishna janma-astami Maha Mahotsav Ki. On the 7th, next day after janma-astami, we'll be celebrating Srila Prabhupada's appearance. It's a big day for us. So please come. Srila Prabhupada Avirbhav Tithi Maha Mahotsav Ki. So that's it for all the announcements. Please don't forget that Janma-astami, the more people you bring to celebrate Sri Krishna Janma-astami, you get all the punya of them celebrating Janma-astami. So you want to get more spiritual credits? Then bring more and more people to come and celebrate Janma-astami and do seva on Janma-astami. We will need a lot of volunteers. Please come and see Shwadaswara Prabhu or me. Urjeshwari Mataji, are you here? There she is. For dance competition, drama, anything you want to do on the stage, can you raise both your hands? Let everybody see you. And Nitya Leela Gaurangi Mataji, where are you? There she is. Can you also stand up so they can see you? Please contact one of these Matajis. They will arrange and give you all the guidelines on how to participate. Bring your children, get them involved. They will never forget. I can tell you, I was 5 years old. This is a personal story. I was 5 years old and I was dressed up as Vamana Dev. You know who Vamana Dev is? He's a little dwarf. And I was in Radha Madhava's altar in Mayapur. I came out from the altar carrying this umbrella, wearing a little short dhoti. And I will never forget that experience. And there's hundreds of devotees there to celebrate Vamana Dev's appearance. They washed my feet, they fed me, they did arti to me. It wasn't the fact that they did it to me, just the meditation on Vamana Dev. So your children, getting them involved in Janma-astami, dressed up as cowherd boys and the gopis of Vrindavan, they will never forget. Forever this will be imprinted in their mind that they're gopas, they're gopis in Vrindavan. They're Ram in Ram Leela, Sita, Lakshman. You can even dress them up as monkeys, whatever you want. Anything to get them involved in Krishna's pastime. So please see one of the two Matajis and they will be able to guide you properly. Is Maharaj here or is she leaving? Maharaj is gone. He normally likes to do more kirtan. So please have last darshan of the deities and prasadam will be served outside.